Hi, I'm back. I'll be reading from the 1 Year Bible. May 14th, 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 1 to 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 23. Samuel said to Saul, I am the one the Lord sent to anoint you king over his people Israel. So listen now to the message from the Lord. This is what the Lord Almighty says. I will punish the Amalekitites for what they did to Israel when they waylaid them as they came up from Egypt. Now go attack the Amalekitites and totally destroy everything that belongs to them. Do not spare them. Put to death men and women, children and infants, cattle and sheep, camels and donkeys. So Saul summoned the men and mustered them at Telaim, 200,000 foot soldiers and 10,000 men from Judah. Saul went to the city of Amalek and set an ambush in the ravine. Then he said to the Kenites, go away, leave the Amalekitites, so that I do not destroy you along with them, for you showed kindness to all the Israelites when they came up out of Egypt. So the Kenites moved away from the Amalekitites. Then Saul attacked the Amalekitites all the way from Hivilah to Segur to the east of Egypt. He took Ag, king of the Amalekitites, alive, and all his people he totally destroyed with the sword. But Saul and the army spared Ag, and the best of the sheep and cattle, the fat calves and lambs, everything that was good. These they were unwilling to destroy completely, but everything that was despised and weak they totally destroyed. Then the word of the Lord came to Samuel. I am grieved that I have made Saul king because he has turned away from me and has not carried out my instructions. Samuel was troubled, and he cried out to the Lord all that night. Early in the morning, Samuel got up and went to meet Saul, but he was told, Saul has gone to Carmel. There he has set up a monument in his own honor and has turned and gone on down to Gilgal. When Samuel reached him, Saul said, the Lord bless you. I have carried out the Lord's instructions. But Samuel said, what then is this bleating of sheep and males? What is this lowing of cattle that I hear? Saul answered, the soldiers brought them from the Amalekitites. They spared the best of the sheep and cattle to sacrifice to the Lord your God, but we totally destroyed the rest. Stop, Samuel said to Saul. Let me tell you what the Lord said to me last night. Tell me, Saul replied. Samuel said, although you were once small in your own eyes, did you not become the head of the tribes of Israel? The Lord anointed you king of Israel, and he sent you on a mission, saying, go and completely destroy those wicked people, the Amalekitites. Make war with them until you have wiped them out. Why did you not obey the Lord? Why did you pounce on the plunder and do evil in the eyes of the Lord? But I did obey the Lord, Saul said. I went on the mission the Lord assigned me. I completely destroyed the Amalekitites and brought back Ag, their king. The soldiers took sheep and cattle from the plunder, the best of what was devoted to God, in order to sacrifice them to the Lord your God at Gilgal. But Samuel replied, does the Lord delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as much as in obeying the voice of the Lord? To obey is better than sacrifice, and to heed is better than the fat of rams. For rebellion is like the sin of defiation, and arrogance like the evil of adultery. Because you have rejected the word The Lord, he has rejected you as king. Then Saul said to Samuel, I have sinned, I violated the Lord's command and your instructions. I was afraid of the people, and so I gave in to them. Now I beg you, forgive my sin and come back with me, so that I may worship the Lord. But Samuel said to him, I will not go back with you. You have rejected the word of the Lord, and the Lord has rejected you as king over Israel. As Samuel turned to leave, Saul caught hold of the hem of his robe, and it tore. Samuel said to him, The Lord has torn the kingdom of Israel from you today, and has given it to one of your neighbors, to one better than you. He who is the glory of Israel does not lie or change his mind, for he is not a man that he should change his mind. Saul replied, I have sinned. Please honor me before the elders of my people and before Israel. Come back with me, so that I may worship the Lord your God. So Samuel went back with Saul, and Saul worshipped the Lord. Then Samuel said, Bring me Agag, king the Amalekitites. Agag came to him confidently, thinking, Surely the bitterness of death is past. But Samuel said, As your sword has made woman childless, so will your mother be childless among women. Hello? 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 Among women. And Samuel put Agag to death before the Lord at Gilgal. Then Samuel. Hello? Yeah, I know. I miss you too. No, give me the ring. I don't know. Yeah, you can come over here. No, we can't. Yeah. Yeah, I will. No, I didn't. I'll call her now. I know. Yeah, yeah. I know. I need you too. I know. I know. Yeah. 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 No. No. Okay. No. No. Cause it's for me. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. No, I will keep it. Okay. 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 I know, I will. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Devereaux. Devereaux. Devereaux, Santa Barbara. I would I would like to talk to Nellie, please. Okay. Good. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing good. Okay, thank you. Hi, Nellie. This is Emily Courtney calling again. Well, I just wanted to remind you that I'm interested in in coming back, coming back to work at the greenhouse. And I would really like to come back to work at the greenhouse. I miss everyone, and I didn't mean to stop coming to the day program or anything. It was just that everyone around me told me, "Hey, you can't go back there because of Jose." And I sort of called you when the virus first started instead of relying on somebody else to do it. So I would really like to come back to work at the greenhouse. So If you can you please, in Windows Room, can you please let Karen know at Tri-Counties, so I can go back to work there? Or you can call me up too to let me know too. My number is 805-350-1773. Okay, bye. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Uh, so will your mother be childless? My woman and Samuel put H-E-G to death before the Lord at Gilgal. The Samuel left for R-A-M-A-H, but Saul went up to his home in Gibeah. Saul, until the day Samuel died, he did not go to see Saul again, though Samuel mourned for him, and the Lord was grieved that he had made Saul king over Israel. Over Israel. 1 Samuel chapter 16. The Lord said to Samuel, how long will you mourn for Saul, since I have rejected him as king over Israel? Fill your horn with oil and be on your way. I am sending you to Jesse at Bethlehem. I have chosen one of his sons to be king. But Samuel said, how can I go? Saul will hear about it and kill me. The Lord said, take a heifer with you and say, I have come to sacrifice to the Lord. Invite Jesse to the sacrifice, and I will show you what to do. You are to anoint for me the one I indicate. Samuel did what the Lord said. When he arrived at Bethlehem, the elders of the town trembled. When they met him, they asked, do you come in peace? Samuel replied, yes, in peace. I have come to sacrifice to the Lord. Consecrate yourselves and come to the sacrifice with me. Then he consecrated Jesse and his sons and invited them to the sacrifice. When they arrived, Samuel saw Eliab and thought, surely the Lord's anointed stands here before the Lord. But the Lord said to Samuel, do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him. The Lord does not look at the things man looks at. Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. Then Jesse called Abinadab and had him pass in front of Samuel. But Samuel said, the Lord has not chosen this one either. Jesse then had Shammah pass by, but Samuel said, nor has the Lord chosen this one. Jesse had 7 of his sons pass before Samuel, but Samuel said to him, the Lord has not chosen these, so he has Jesse. All the sons you have, there was still the youngest, Jesse answered, but he is standing in the street. Samuel said, send for him. We will not sit down until he arrives. So he sent and had him brought in. He was ruddy, with a fine appearance and handsome features. And the Lord said, rise and anoint him. He is the one. He is the one. So Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the presence of his brothers. And from that day on, the Spirit of the Lord came upon David in power. Samuel then went to Ramah. Now the Spirit of the Lord had departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord tormented him. Saul's attendant said to him, see, an evil spirit from God is tormenting you. Let our Lord command his servants here to search for someone who can play the harp. He will play when the evil spirit from God comes upon you, and you will feel better. So Saul said to his attendants, Find someone who plays well and bring him to me. One of the servants answered, I have seen a son of Jesse of Bethlehem who knows how to play the harp. He is a brave man and a warrior. He speaks well and is a fine-looking man, and the Lord is with him. Then Saul sent messengers to Jesse and said, Send me your son David, who was with the sheep. So Jesse took a donkey loaded with bread, a skin of wine, and a young goat, and sent them with his son David to Saul. David came to Saul and entered his service. Saul liked him very much, and David became one of his armor bearers. Then Saul sent word to Jesse, saying, Allow David to remain, and my servants, for I am pleased with him. Whenever the Spirit from God came upon Saul, David would take his harp and play. Then relief would come to Saul. He would feel better, and the evil spirit would leave him. John chapter 8, verses 1 to 20. But Jesus went to the Mount of Olives, and then he appeared again in the temple courts, where all the people gathered around him, and he sat down to teach them. The teachers of the law and the Pharisees brought in a woman caught in adultery. They made her stand before the group and said to Jesus, Teacher, this woman was caught in the act of adultery. In the law, Moses commanded us to stone such women. What do you say? They were using this question as a trap in order to have a basis for accusing him. But Jesus bent down and started to write on the ground with his finger. When they kept on questioning him, he straightened up and said to them, If any one of you is without sin, let him be the first to throw a stone at her. Again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. At this, those who heard began to go away one at a time, the older ones first, until only Jesus was left with the woman still standing there. Jesus straightened up and asked her, Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you? No one, sir, she said, but neither do I condemn you. Jesus declared, Go now and live your life of sin. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. The Pharisees challenged him. Here you are, appearing as your own witness. Your testimony is not valid. Jesus answered, Even if I testify on my own behalf, my testimony is valid. For I know where I come from and where I am going, but you have no idea where I come from or where I am going. You judge by human standards. I pass judgment on no one. But if I do judge, my decisions are right because I am not alone. I stand with the Father who sent me. In your own law it is written that the testimony of two men is valid. I am one who testifies for myself. My other witness is the Father who sent me. Then they asked him, Where is your Father? You do not know me or my Father. Jesus replied, If you knew me, you would know my Father also. He spoke these words while teaching in the temple area. Now the place where the offerings were put, yet no one seized him, because his time had not yet come. Psalm 110, verses 1 to 7 of David, a psalm. The Lord says to my Lord, Sit at my right hand, until I make your enemies a footstool for your feet. The Lord will extend your mighty scepter from Zion. You will rule in the midst of enemies. Your troops will be willing on your day of battle, await in holy majesty. From the womb of the dawn, you will receive the dew of your youth. The Lord has sworn and will not change his mind. You are a priest forever in the order of Melchizedek. The Lord is at your right hand. He will crush kings on the day of his wrath. He He would judge the nations, heaping up the dead and crushing the rulers of the world. He would drink from a brook beside the way. Therefore, he will lift up his head. Proverbs chapter 15, verses 8 to 10. The Lord detests the sacrifice of the wicked, but the prayer of the upright pleases him. The Lord detests the way of the wicked, but he loves those who pursue righteousness. Strong discipline awaits him who leads the path. He who hates correction will die. Will die. Okay, that's all for May 14th. Bye for now.